You are not a box. You cannot be put in a box. There's so much inside you. Say it to yourself. I want to hear you say that. I am enough. Hey besties, how are y'all doing today? This is my first YouTube video. Let's get a drum roll, please. So we will be talking today about how to be our most authentic selves. So I got my cute little notebook. Welcome to my channel. My name is Onose and I'm here for self-help, self-development vlogs, anything. Navigating life because we're all navigating these 20s together. I cannot be here alone. Let's get up. The first thing we're going to do to become our authentic selves, invest in a practice. There is so much mindset and there is so much action that go towards feeling and being our authentic selves in so many different spaces. So we're going to start off with something that makes us feel good inside and outside. What I love to do is yoga and Pilates. I love to invest in a practice that allows me to take up space, because physically when I take up space, it allows me to take up more space mentally, so I can do my stretches, I can let out deep roars and feel so good and be able to take up more space that way. And when I'm doing these in my safe spaces, it's easy. And then I gradually give myself time to do those in other spaces I may not feel as safe in, but having that gradual step is the first step on the road. Some disclaimers: being authentic does not mean that you have to be one thing. We are multidimensional beings. We can do 101 things and still be that person that you are. Don't let being authentic put you inside a box. You can do anything. Do not take things personal. The way people react to you is a lot of times their reality. They don't respond to you because of what you did or what you say. It's usually what they're going through. So when we don't take people's views of us personally, we don't take what they say to us, what they do to us personally, it allows us to show up as ourselves, because we know they're not reacting to us because of how we are, but because of what they are going through. Stop trying to be someone else. You are here for a reason. If we wanted another Onose, we would have another Onose. Shit, I'm great, I'm awesome. But we need more of you. Your quirks, your positive qualities, your negative qualities, your experiences, your strengths, your vulnerabilities is what makes you you. Usually we tend to want to be like other people because they have qualities that we love, and we can always take those qualities. Those qualities that you see in other people that you like so much, you like them because you have them in yourself. You just need to unlock them. You just need to pull them out. Baby, you already have them. It's for you to start showing up with those things that you love in other people because you have them in yourself already. This next one took me a long time to learn. This is actually courtesy of my therapist back in college. He was crazy. I absolutely love him. Anyways, it's being vulnerable. When I was 18, I hated being vulnerable. I was never vulnerable. I felt like people were my business. I felt like they were seeing me, and that made me a little bit uncomfortable, especially being in a new country. I just want to say, not everybody deserves your vulnerability, and that's okay. We have different degrees of friends. We have different degrees of vulnerability. Not everybody deserves the 100% you. Different people can get different degrees of your vulnerability, and that is okay. That is okay, okay? When we share our struggles, when we share our thoughts, when we share our journey with others, we give other people the permission to do the same, but we also let people who are going through similar things, we make them stronger. We let them come up to us and we can all have a great conversation. We can all lean on each other because we are not an island. We are not an island. I literally cannot be here by myself. I can't do it. Not possible. Cannot do it. Will not. Refuse to do it. I refuse to do it. But anyways, we can start gradually. If we're in a new space, we can test it out with one little thing on the water, then put another thing on it until we feel more comfortable in that space. Another way to show up authentically is realizing how amazing you are. There is one of you for a reason. You are so cool. You are so funny. You have so much going for you. Looking at yourself, waking up and telling yourself, I am bomb as fuck. You know, there are things we go through in this life, but I am bomb. The bomb diggity diggas. The bomb.com. Yeah, I'm the bomb, and that's all you can tell me. Well, affirming myself every single day makes me show up as the best version of myself. It helps me know, it gives me that confidence to show up in spaces, because if people don't like me for me, That's fine. I will never be too much. I will never be too much for someone that's meant for me. I am enough. Say it to yourself. I want to hear you say that. I am enough. You are enough because you are. And if anybody's coming into your life and making you feel like you're too much, you're too little, you're too big, you're too small, done. In the trash. Goodbye. Out of my life, because I don't need that kind of energy. If I'm too much, you're not mine. That's it. Another thing is energy. If y'all are into energy, if y'all don't know that we are feeling, thinking human beings made out of energy, then you should know it by now. You should know it. But if you didn't, you attract the energy that you put out. The kind of energy you put out, and let me tell you, energy does not lie. You can lie, you can say what you want, but energy does not lie, will never lie, cannot lie. The energy you put out is what you attract towards you. If you're the sweetest person in the world, kind heart, never talk behind people's backs, just put out that loving energy, you will attract that same energy back to you. And if you have people around you that don't exude that energy, slowly, the vibrations, they don't match up. We cannot be here if we're not on the same frequency. Slowly, it'll go, and what needs to come into your life, you will attract things with the same frequency that you are putting out. Also, part of realizing how amazing you are, it may take a little bit if you've been in spade states or been told by people that we're small, that we can't do things, that we're too ugly, we're not pretty enough. So having a close friend, or you and your trusty journal, sitting down and telling yourself the things that you love about yourself, the things that you want to make better, the things you want to improve on, or having a friend tell you how amazing you are can help you feel better. And just writing that down and having that as a reminder every single time you feel as if you are not enough for the space that you are in. And we're not here to people please, but it's okay to like that external validation. We're humans. It makes us feel like we did a good job. And it's your opinion that matters the most, because that's your life. And sometimes it's hard to bridge that gap for culture, and even though we try, people may not 100% fully understand if they didn't have that upbringing, and so it can be harder for us to bring our 100% selves to the table if somebody doesn't really have ways to relate to us. And so I do realize that. I'm not sure yet how to bridge that gap, but I know that as long as I have my friends who had similar upbringings to mine, and that I can talk to at the end of the day, have someone, at least one person, 2 people, 3 people, a community of people who went through that situation with you, knowing that you can talk to them is amazing. It's one of the best feelings in the world. And I know that I'm able to show up as my authentic self to them, even though some other people, there's a culture gap and I can't 100% show up to them. But giving myself that grace to grow as a person in those spaces and to show up the most I can in those spaces. Anyways, if y'all like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be bringing out a video every single week about self-development and self-help. I've been reading so many books right now, and I just have so much that I want to give, so much love I want to give, so much information that I want to download onto you that could have helped me when I was younger. So I got this kombucha. Sips her tea. Love you. Bye, besties.